Hello, my dear Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a reading for you for the month of December 2019 and a beautiful time of the year. And wishing you a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. So, this is a reading for you for December. And let's see, I've already shuffled the cards. I'm just going to give it a little bit more cut here. And let's begin the reading. I'll be doing the Celtic here. So this is what the current energies are. All right. So just before this, I did shuffle the cards and started your reading. Then I realized the video was not on. And I just had pulled one card, which was Three of Wands, which is the waiting card there. And now we are beginning with the Ten of Swords here. Current energies could be a little heavy for you, Pisces, because Ten of Swords could, though it's ending, the painful times are ending. There is an end of the difficult cycle, but it is ending. It is not, it's like the last sword which has been out, and now the healing will begin, and now the new beginning will begin, which will be aligned with the, we'll see what it is aligned with, but there ought to be a new beginning. After 10, there is a new beginning. That's how life works. We can't deny it. So what you need to do is lift yourself up from this painful cycle. It has ended, or you will also have to end it. So don't try and be stuck in that pain, and don't keep revisiting past. These are the messages which I'm getting. And just lift yourself up and then walk. I know it'll be painful, but all these healing is going to happen because it has ended now. This is Ten of Swords. The situation, the difficult situation is ending. And now let's see what is crossing it. And we have King of Pentacles. So difficult situation is ending, and some of you probably are realizing that it's for good, because now you have this King of Pentacles. You can clearly focus on something which you have not focused before, or you have been focusing but it did not grow the way you wanted it to grow. And now with this new focus, this will grow further. It could be your career, it could be new or it could be something which you've been working on. It could be a relationship wherein you had to give more time or more energy, or you had to receive more time or energy, or you had to receive. It could be receiving or giving. It's a general read, but I'm saying that you'll be receiving it more openly and you will be giving more openly. But considering it's a King of Pentacles, it's the energy wherein you have created this for yourself. So you will be able to create this wonderful, beautiful space for yourself wherein you'll be able to receive and give very openly and abundantly. And that will happen because this difficult time or cycle is ending in your life. So that's what is crossing it. Now let's see what are the underlying energies. Underlying energies we have is the Karma. Major Arcana, the first major arcana of the deck, first major arcana for the reading here. Now here you see that there are three people standing, and it's a little bit dark here, but things are coming to the surface, and that's what karma is. And karma is not a negative word at all. It is about all that which is, it is like the cycle, right? It is like resurrection here is what I'm sensing, because all that we have sowed is what we reap. And here there are things which are coming to the surface, which are going to come into the light, and it is for good, because that's when it can be cleared off, or it can kind of can be put onto the good use, or howsoever it will be applicable to each one of us. However, there is definitely light which has been shown upon something which has not been come to the surface yet. And again, while I was saying that, the message which came in, that a lot of you might feel in the month of January, what this starts to resurface now will kind of slowly in like a piecemeal basis will start to settle. And that may happen till January, because astrologically a lot of good things are happening. Planets are aligning in a very, very big way in the year 2020. In the year December, December, or maybe the end of this year, we have an eclipse coming in Then we have the conjunct between, if I'm not wrong, Jupiter and Mars, which is happening. So lot of things in the month of Jan. That's the time when a lot of things will come to the surface. I'm not an astrologer, but I have keen interest in, and I'm like developing that aspect or learning more about it as I'm moving along. But please do watch those changes which are happening, and I'm seeing that things are linked to it for you Pisces. And but these things are coming to light because the universe is saying it ought to, and it is right for it to come. So take it in your stride, and things are looking good. Whatever is not serving you will end. Whatever needs to begin in the right direction will begin. And what is crowning your energy is Four of Pentacle. Here I'm sensing that it could be you, Pisces, or it could be the person you're connecting with in a situation. But I'm reading this as you largely, wherein you are a little skeptical about giving now. It could be because you've faced the brunt in the past, and you are a bit skeptical about extending yourself more. So you want to protect yourself. You want to close your heart to giving at this point in time, because you feel, because the cycle has just ended properly, and you are still seeing that is there any worth in extending yourself way beyond you do, and you are kind of probably putting boundaries around you. You're kind of getting into that box. And because of this, let's see what's in the past. Yeah, Eight of Wands. In the past, you had some communications, some to and forth. It could be from overseas. For some of you, it was from distance. You were receiving it, or it was quick communication, which was happening in the past. And somewhere I'm sensing that has ended. Or that has caused this change, as it applies to your case, right? There is those communication, but it was something which was happening, is not happening now, is what I'm sensing. Because with this Ten of Swords here coming around, and in the past when we have this Eight of Wands, there is something which had to come around, get communicated to you, so that this difficult time can end. It could have hurted probably, but this is for good. In the near future, you have the Balance. I think I'm seeing that you are putting in a lot of energy to the earthly space. Probably that is where you needed to balance things out. We have Four of Pentacles here. We have the King of Pentacles, and they have future in the Six of Pentacles. And here we have a lot of balance coming around for you, Pisces. It could be in several other ways. It could be in your relationships, if there is some balance, which is what you needed in your finances, career, in your health. There is a right mix of balance which is coming around for you in the near future, and that's really wonderful. That's really nice. And how you're dealing with it mentally, Pisces, you are also getting into the conflicting energy. There are still some clearing which you are doing. You still probably are entangling with the past, or you are worrying about future, and that is disturbing your present. There are some negative so I'm sorry. There are some negative thought patterns you kind of getting involved with. They could be and that is probably might attract some negative situations and negative people, and that is what you need to stay away from. So first you need to stay off from your negative thought patterns which are surfacing. See, I understand it's a difficult time which you went through, and understand that there is a tendency all of us have to kind of keep talking about it, keep giving it more energy. That's some behavior which we see very largely and very commonly. It's not natural. We need to kind of, or even if it's natural, we need to consciously, it looks natural because it's been happening around like that, it becomes the part of the cycle. But then, and that's how the grids are being set. But then now when the change is happening, you need to be the change you want to see, right? And here you need to kind of quickly move away. The moment you notice yourself getting entangled into the negative thought process, you just need to kind of say, hey, there are positive things around, let me focus on that. There are positive things around for sure, and that's what you need to be focusing on, is what I'm sensing. So but there you just need to see that you stay off the negative thoughts, negative patterns, negative people as much as you can, at least in the month of December. Don't engage yourself in any conflicts, any negative conversations. And that could mean not only for you, it could be like a lot of people get, get discussions about, maybe in some different country, there is something happening, these people are killed, or this is something. Well, people just discuss it way beyond, and that becomes part of their energy field. Stay off anything negative as much as you can. In your environment, that's wonderful. In your environment, Piscean, there is success. There is success which is knocking at your door. There is success which is kind of being around and say that, hey, here I am. Don't get entangled in the positivity is what you need to choose, because success comes through positivity, not through negativity. And here you need to stay off from that. And success is round the corner. You need to see that you are keeping off the conflicts and putting your energy in getting and allowing that success to come in, because it's the Six of Wands with a lot of beautiful energy of coming victorious. So you are coming victorious. That's how it is. What your fears and hopes are. So there is balance. You're hoping for things to balance, and there is in the near future a bit of it is what you will see. It's a major arcana. We've got two major arcanas. One is the karma, which is like kind of judgment, and here we have justice, and both are very kind of messages which are stating that there is balance which is coming around. There is balance which is coming around. That's what you've been expecting. That's what you've been hoping. And somewhere those are your fears as well. What if things are not done fairly with me? Trust me, trust universe, trust that things are happening perfectly the way it ought to be. You are in the perfect space. You are the perfect being in the perfect way. The things are just perfect, except that it might be painful. That's how you see it now. But things are moving into the perfect direction. Have faith. Have faith. And now let's see what's the outcome. An outcome is that you are managing things well. With the Two of Pentacles. You are learning. You have learned. Here I'm seeing that in the distant future, you would say that, hey, I know how to balance things out. I'm a multitasker. If you've been saying that, hey, you're not a multitasker and you cannot focus on multiple stuff, then let me tell you that you can. Only thing which you have to do is that change that belief system. Use affirmations if you can. You can multitask. And that's what I see you do very beautifully. And then you're just focusing on what you're doing, and you're doing that with your 100% attention, and that's how it should be. In that moment, giving 100% is what it matters, and you will be. I'm seeing you do that. And again, we are ending with the Pentacles, so we are seeing that the Pentacles is going. It could also mean partnership for some of you, because it's 8, and it could mean that you are kind of managing the partnership as well, alongside the other stuff. So that's what it is for you, my friend. And now let's see. I'm going to pull out one. So if you have a question or anything, I'm just kind of getting a message. It could not be applicable to all, but it could be for some here. If you have a question, I'm just pulling one card, which could be the answer for your thing. So if you had a question, and as I said, this could not be for 100% of you. This could be for very few here. So take what it resonates, and if this is resonating with your question, and do let me know if it does. Okay. Here, because I've just started using this. Today is the first time I'm using these cards. These are the new deck I've got. I've been using it in the for the personal, the private readings, but not yet. Today only I started using it for my YouTube readings. Now here, the message which we've got is a compromise, and again, if you see, the scales are balancing. It's pretty much the similar stuff. It is what angels are saying. So things are balancing. Some things which had to be compromised. So if we had to compromise and for the scales to balance, and maybe we had to remove some of the stuff from this weighing scale to this one, to for things, maybe this looks, it's a perspective. It looks that, yeah, this side one had to kind of let go or compromise, but that's how things are balancing in this case. So there is something one has to let go to kind of things balance, but there is a balance. So balance is a very prominent thing which I'm sensing in is coming around. Things are balancing very fairly for you Pisces, and I'm sensing that things are balancing very fairly. And now let's see what are the further messages from Archangel Michael or from romance angels for you here. Now let's see what comes around for you, my dear Pisces. Romance angels or for the month of December. Here I just shuffle, and whatever drops is what whatever comes out is what I pick. And I've got 2 cards here. We'll just pick one of these first. And yes, see that this is a beautiful confirmation that new beginnings and a fresh start, because that's what we've been talking about. There are new beginnings and fresh start which is happening, and you need to welcome those new beginnings with open arm. And we are seeing that this again is a message that separation, and the message which I'm getting in here is you need to separate yourself from people, places, situations, as we've been speaking about, that negativity, whatever is needed to do that, because these new beginnings need your attention, these new beginnings need your stuff. And for some of you, it may, this separation, if it is with somebody, and it could be temporary separation with somebody, but if it's the need of the hour, it's needed. Maybe the other person has to heal, the person is not in the right vibrational energy, and for you to be together, it may be hurting. So if it is a temporary one, or howsoever it resonates, not necessarily that for some it may be yes, you've decided to move on and there is a separation, but then generally this card is what I've seen is the temporary separation as well. And so there's a time apart from your partner is on the horizon for a while. So this is the message. And now let's see what is the guidance for whosoever is watching this reading. I'm just guided to take one more card. Before I take the guidance from the angels, I'm just guided to take one more card. Okay, I've got one from, we've got express your love. So again, when you get this card, and people just generally think that the express of love is like through in the physical form, it could be in the messages, communication, the variety of ways, the way it goes. But then understand, you can also express your love in the energy form. Even if you're not with the person, you can always extend your love, think of them in a very in a warm way, and that energy gets extended, and that's how you express your love as well. So, and for some of you who are guided to go ahead and guided to make those expressions in the physical world, in the third dimensional way, go ahead and do that. So go ahead and make the romantic gesture. If you are in separation, for some of you, these new beginnings could mean, and the message which is coming around is that go ahead and make that, express your love. But then always listen to your heart and how this is, because this is a general reading. I'm speaking to many of you out there, right? So now here, let's see what is the further guidance for whosoever is watching this. It could be for Piscean or a cross watcher. The most appropriate message. Okay, I've got this card out for the month of December, and we have acceptance. Okay, acceptance means unconditional love. The angel reminds you to accept everyone exactly as they are without judging, blaming, or wanting to change them. When you're totally accepting, you bear no malice or enmity towards anyone or anything. Harmlessness through acceptance is a high state of being, and this is a difficult quality for humans to embrace, for it is a divine quality. Nevertheless, the angels are drawing it to your attention now. You are also asked to accept yourself. When you truly do so, you feel centered and confident, and your divine self is revealed. And this is the affirmation which you can use. I accept myself and others. And this is the reading for you, Pisces, for the month of December. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and all those who are subscribed to my channel and continuously subscribing. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate all your support. And if you want a private reading, you can write to agnya8@gmail.com. That's been mentioned in the description box below. Thank you so much. Take care and have a lovely month ahead. Bye. Be happy.